Little update on the M-37. I had to modify a wrench. I had to grind it so it'll fit. Took the grinder to it. It's okay, I got duplicates of these. And just so it'll fit past that hub, and just something to remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey is not what we're doing here. This is a front driver's side tire. This is right, takes it off counterclockwise here, tightens it. Got the wheel off. I'm gonna hit this with the wire brush real quick, just get some of the junk off, clean this up, and then try to pull that off, try to pull the drum off and see what's going on in there, see what's leaking, see what's hung up. Okay, got her cleaned up a little bit. What you got to do now, you see that screw head, and this one. There's 3 of them. That's what holds your drum on. So what I'm going to do is try to take the screwdriver. I got a nice big screwdriver here. I'm going to try to get them off, them 3. 1, 2, and 3. And see if this thing comes off. And if it doesn't, I'm going to have to take some heat, try to heat them up, and see if they come off. PB blaster definitely got in there and loosened up. There's a couple other little holes. I hit those holes too with the PB blaster. I think that soaked in enough. And then what I had to do was a little tight, so I go, well, let me just hit it with some propane, just a small torch. I warmed them up a little bit, and the thing just walked right out. They walk right out of there. They're nice and loose. Let me see if I can get a little, see? They're nice. Someone took this off before, and it must have had some never sees on them. All 3 of them come out. So now what I'm going to do is take those off and see if I can get this thing to come off of there. Okay, here we are. Got those 2 lags in there, nice and long. I only had 2 really long ones. See it sticking out? Basically like a threaded rod with 2 nuts. And that pushed the drum off. You can see it sticking out there. And it's pretty well rusted. I think that's what was holding us up. Here's your brake shoes. They were kind of gummed up. Got it off. Now here's the surprise kicker. There was a mouse living inside there. That's what we had going on. Another reason. So I took the PB blaster. I hit all the stuff that we got to play with here, and maybe I'll get some gasoline tomorrow and clean this down, degrease it all. But for tonight, we did good. Got it apart. I forgot to mention this, but the hub might have a little slop in that U-joint, but we'll address that later. But it does spin. It's not locked. The hub is not locked, so it was definitely some issue with the brakes. The hub is spinning, but we do have a little bit of slop there. That might be in the U-joint, but we'll address that, like I says, at another time. Alright, got the shoes let back here. Took the big spring off. Let me show you the spring. This spring goes between the 2 shoes. And I got that out. Got the shoes down. They hinge off of there. I had to put some PB blaster on them, just work them. They came free. So I got them free. Let's see if I can get a picture of this. This is lead. It looks like lead inside there. Looks like lead. So I cleaned it up. As you can see, I'm going to try to bop that out of there. I do have a cylinder hone. I can hone and clean it up, but I got a feeling that I'm not going to be able to get that out of there. And the other thing that happened, I just had to open the door. I just lit myself on fire. Don't ask why. I had the little torch out. I was trying to heat something up and burn some of that junk out of there, and I got it cleaned up a little bit. But the mouse house lit on fire, and I had to kick it out the garage. There's the aftermath, and I threw it in the bucket of the skid steer. So my heart rate's a little up, so I decided to take a little video of where we're at to cool off. Okay, this is the next update here. I had to use the drill, as you can see. Got some chips here. What I discovered is the little cups in there, they look like they're lead. So I got a little crazy with the drill. They wouldn't move, so I started drilling them out. Got my favorite screwdriver in there and pounded it right through, and I'm hoping I didn't damage anything, but hey, you gotta try something, right? Because we could take that wheel cylinder right off and replace it, but I tried that. Let me see if I can put this light over here. I broke my favorite of all time screwdriver. I'm a little upset about that. I broke the end off first. Okay, I got them plungers out of there. Now I got the drill, okay, with a small hone on it. Little hone, got to get that in there. Okay, oh, get the hone in the hole, as you can see, and give it a little turn. Work that back and forth. Just want to say thanks to Vintage Power Wagons. I spoke to a guy named Matt today. He helped me out. We got a little part list together. We're going to be trying to locate some parts for the Power Wagon, and I should be calling them soon once I get my list together. Please check them out if you're looking for some vintage Army truck stuff. I will have a link to their website below. Definitely ask for Matt. He's a very knowledgeable guy. And it sounds like they got quite the facility over there. I'm glad I found these guys. Thanks, Matt.